Turn me up, I like my money like I like my niggas. Green face card, never decline of what I mean. Act up and you gon' make me make a scene. Only time you hear my voice is when they play me on the screen. Got bad habits, I'm not the one you wanna keep. She a trap star, put that lady on a tree. Got her ass so shook, she shaking like an apple tree. Yeah, this life ain't meant for you, but baby girl, it's meant for me. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me. This lifestyle got girlies clocking on my teeth. This lifestyle can get you far, know what I mean. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me. What it do? This my boo, she from the south. We running man just like these bitches run they mouth. I got the juice, but they still claim it, it's a drought. If I say I'm coming through, I'm about to flip the house. That boy crazy, say he tryna have my baby. Hold on, Slim Shady, just like Mariah, drive him crazy. Got him stressed, make him feel it in his chest. Ask him how it feel, just like a bullet with no vest. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me. This lifestyle got girlies clocking on my teeth. This lifestyle can get you far, know what I mean. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me. Turn me up, I like my money like I like my niggas. Green face card, never decline of what I mean. Act up and you gon' make me make a scene. Only time you hear my voice is when they play me on the screen. Got bad habits, I'm not the one you wanna keep. She a trap star, put that lady on a tree. Got her ass so shook, she shaking like an apple tree. Yeah, this life ain't meant for you, but baby girl, it's meant for me. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me. This lifestyle got girlies clocking on my teeth. This lifestyle can get you far, know what I mean. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me. What it do? This my boo, she from the south. We running man just like these bitches run they mouth. I got the juice, but they still claim it, it's a drought. If I say I'm coming through, I'm about to flip the house. That boy crazy, say he tryna have my baby. Hold on, Slim Shady, just like Mariah, drive him crazy. Got him stressed, make him feel it in his chest. Ask him how it feel, just like a bullet with no vest. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me. This lifestyle got girlies clocking on my teeth. This lifestyle can get you far, know what I mean. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me. Turn me up, I like my money like I like my niggas. Green face card, never decline of what I mean. Act up and you gon' make me make a scene. Only time you hear my voice is when they play me on the screen. Got bad habits, I'm not the one you wanna keep. She a trap star, put that lady on a tree. Got her ass so shook, she shaking like an apple tree. Yeah, this life ain't meant for you, but baby girl, it's meant for me. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me. This lifestyle got girlies clocking on my teeth. This lifestyle can get you far, know what I mean. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me. What it do? This my boo, she from the south. We running man just like these bitches run they mouth. I got the juice, but they still claim it, it's a drought. If I say I'm coming through, I'm about to flip the house. That boy crazy, say he tryna have my baby. Hold on, Slim Shady, just like Mariah, drive him crazy. Got him stressed, make him feel it in his chest. Ask him how it feel, just like a bullet with no vest. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me. This lifestyle got girlies clocking on my teeth. This lifestyle can get you far, know what I mean. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me. turn me up. I like my money like I like.
Vibers, what's going on? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Who's ready to get into some bullshit? Who's ready to get into it? Is my sound okay? Let me know if my sound is okay. I hope everybody's doing well, feeling good, and all that stuff. What's going on, Aaliyah girl? What is happening, Jewel? Hey, Queen Bee. Okay, what is going on? All right. Shout out to the Vibers, the Blue Heart gang, gang, gang. Excuse my eye. I always irritate this eye for some reason. This one eye always gets irritated. So if it looks a bit weird, that's because for some reason it likes to eat my hair and then gets irritated. But anyway, let's get into it. So we got a few things to talk about. We are going to begin into some nosy stuff, but this isn't the only time because there's some more stuff that I need to get into today. There's something that I need to get into on the other channel as well as this one, and we are all going to get into it. Okay, the sound is good. All right, all right, all right. Let me know if it does something funky because it's weird. I don't know if it's the software or what it is because it doesn't seem to do this on the other software. So anyway, y'all, I want to get into a couple of things. We got this situation with Mario and the witchcraft. Did y'all see that? What else? I want to talk a little bit about Angie Stone and D'Angelo. I want to talk a little Umar. Okay, we have to have an Umar Johnson update with his weird self. Some Diddy updates and some more little bit of gossip and stuff in there in between. So do me a favor and hit the like button. Okay. Don't forget to make sure that you are subscribed to the channel because you know YouTube be bullshitting sometime. So make sure you are subscribed and then we're going to get into it. So one more sponsor we need to hear from. But before we get started, okay, because this is the Blue Heart Gang. This is a Viber chat and we do stuff a certain way. Okay. Do we have any birthdays? Are there any birthdays we need to get into? Any anniversaries, any celebrations, graduations, any of that? Okay, I see y'all hitting y'all gavels in the chat. Okay, I gotta get mine. I gotta get my gavel. Where my gavel over here? I gotta get my gavel so I can clock it with y'all. Okay, you know I have to keep my look. My granddaughter loves my gavel. She literally says it's her gavel, y'all. She be coming in here, my gavel, my gavel. It is so funny. But anyway, do we got birthdays? Let me look and see. Birthdays, celebrations, anything we need to check in and celebrate. Okay. Your birthday's on this one. Really, Erica? Okay, then, girl. Okay. We gonna get you. We got you. We got a few days. Hey, Donna Dash, girl. How you doing? Yes, the baby is all about the gavel. She is always in my gavel. It is just crazy how she thinks everything that's mine is hers, which technically it is. Okay. So I'm just trying to make sure. Okay. Because we cannot be interrupting the flow because now your girl got her other channels that she got to populate with content. So, baby, I ain't got time to stop in the middle to do the birthday songs. We got to get it done in the beginning or we'll have to get it done on the next live. Okay. Justin's mom says she want to be in charge. Muffin. What you mean she want to be in charge? What you mean? What you mean? She is in charge, baby. But I had a fight with the baby last night. Let me tell y'all about this fight. And then we gonna shout out a sponsor. I gotta tell you about this fight. Baby, the baby thought for 5 minutes that she had the biggest mouth in the house. I had to show her. Baby, she got up. She was mad. Cause whenever she don't get she spoiled. I'm just right. She spoiled. She need some of that old school Mississippi stuff, you know, where the kids be scared of the adults. She ain't with that action, right? She be punking us. So this little girl gonna be like, when you tell her no or give her, don't get her what she want, she starts snapping, going off. And when she snapping, she be like doing a number like this and stuff like she a trip. So this girl gets to screaming and hollering because I'm trying to make her eat dinner. I mean, screaming to the top of her lungs. So I said, okay, I got you. I started screaming back at her. She said, ah! I said, ah! Back. She said, ah! And I just did it louder and longer. And you know what she told me to do? She said, stop crying, baby. Stop crying. Cause you know she don't call me granny. She don't call me Nyla. She calls me Bay or baby. She said, "Stop crying, baby." She didn't want no smoke. Okay, so I won the fight. I won the fight. Okay, let me see. I believe we have us. We do cross country cruise her. Thank you so very much for the super chat. I appreciate it. She says, "Just because." Mwah. Thank you so very much. I appreciate the support. If you guys want to support the platform, we love the membership gifts. That helps to grow the platform, as well as Cash App, whatever. But hitting the like button, baby, that is the strong suit of supporting this platform, as well as do not forget, if you're watching on the playback, hype the video. Hype the video. I was so crazy shocked the other day because one of our videos, because they're ranked by number, and one of our videos got hyped so much that it was 100 that day. So I was like, wow, because you know, this is a fairly new channel. Not a lot going on yet, but you know that's gonna change. But literally, y'all, we were 100. So I was like, okay, let me pop my little collar. But anyway, before we get into the mess, we need to shout out who is sponsoring the show today, and that is Lano Shopping 55. This is the place where you want to go to get your affordable attire. If you are a Shein shopper, a Fashion Nova shopper, Fashion Nova, to me, they need to quit it. Fashion Nova be charging too much. I guess the name recognition is the reason why they can do that. But whatever. I'm not interested in paying for what I can get better quality of and a better price from a Viber and a sister. And that is Lano Shopping 55. This is one of our supporters. This is one of the girl-a-laws in the chat. One of my Rich Girl Club members, honey, manifesting her life better and richer and more prosperous, and we are going to support her. The link will be pinned down in the comment section, but I absolutely want you to check that out right now. Now, girl, you know we don't gatekeep over here. Get yourself over to LanoShopping55.com right now. And I mean now. Look at this price point for this cute outfit. Have we not been looking for a shop that, number one, is owned by a Black woman, but number two, actually has cute and affordable clothing? Yes, look no further. Honey, I was so shocked when one of our Vibers showed us the website. I was like, yo, how come we don't know about this stuff? But look, I'm putting you on, check it out. And when I tell you there is not a piece on there that I would not rock or buy for someone else. And the prices are amazing. The fashions are right on point. And what I really love about her shop is how inclusive it is. And when I say that, this is what I mean. You know how like all the sexy clothes are usually for the skinny chicks? Not on Lano Shop, honey. On LanoShopping55.com, even the plus size baddies get good looking gear. And the price is still right. Make sure you guys head over there because listen, free shipping on orders over $50. And honey, you're gonna wanna spend more than $50. And you can actually get on the email list for an additional percentage off of your order. You cannot beat it. Baby, look at those jeans. I cannot wait to put these hips in those jeans. Head over there. Let me know what you guys think about it. LanoShopping55.com. There will be a link pinned in the comment section. All right, and we're back. So, LanoShopping55.com, check it out, okay? They've got some new stuff added. They got a lot of stuff. And I just realized something. Donna says, does it ship to Canada? You know what, babe? I don't know. That's a good question. I will ask her. I'm not sure if it does, but check it out on the website. If it's not clear on the website, don't worry about it. I will ask her and find out if it ships to Canada. I keep forgetting Donna's Canadian sometime. Listen, y'all. Listen. And in fact, Donna Dash, I know why you are here. Okay. I know exactly why you are here. Because you saw witchcraft in the title. That's why you are here, Donna. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I'm actually really excited I haven't even listened to the full clip. I got the gist of what Mario was talking about, but we'll get into that in a little bit. But I really do want to hear the whole thing because it's like, okay, let's see what's going on. He's shaking up some stuff. We're going to see, is he out here warlocking what is going on. I know some people probably want to get some holy water. Uh-huh. And when I say holy water, I do not mean Hennessy or Seagram's gin. Okay, that's not what we're talking about. But Aaliyah says, Alikia, oh, I love what you did with your name, baby. I see what you did there. Alikia says she hasn't seen it at all. All right, you know what? We were going to talk about this first, but let's go ahead and talk about this first. Let me just go on over to here and we'll talk about it.
So when you say witchcraft, do I don't think people critically think about how much witchcraft and what witchcraft actually represents and what it means, right? When you say it to a person who understands occult knowledge, and when I say that, I just mean the things that most people don't study, right? That's something that means you practice certain rituals based on intentions that have certain outcomes.
Mm-hmm.
You want to call it witchcraft? Cool. You want to call it spirituality? Cool. But I think that when people say, oh, that's witchcraft, it's because they don't understand that they also are involved in witchcraft and don't even know it in life. People performing on them, commercials performing on you. There's so much going on that people don't understand. I'm a person who like to bring things to the light slowly. And I don't mind people judging it what they don't understand. It's fine. I'm here. I'm a teacher. I'm a student and a teacher at the same time. So what you saw me carrying was a staff with a bunch of crystals on it that all work to both protect, emit, pull in, and ground energy. So I had about 16 different crystals I had on the staff. All of them have different purposes. And so at the top, I think I have an amethyst at the top and a quartz at the bottom, or vice versa. So quartz magnifies energy. There's quartz crystals in your phones. There's crystals in computers. Why? Because they're used as a conduit, right? They have some copper on there as well. Copper is what ancient Egyptians used to also ground energy and to protect and keep the energy flowing through their body. Then you have amethyst, which is a protection stone and cleansing stone. You have hematite and citrine and pyrite. Pyrite came from a meteorite that hit the planet over 50 million years ago. So pyrite represents vitality and movement. And also mercury, which is what I have tatted right here. A lot of people are like, oh, you got devil horns on your neck. That's not devil horns. It's the symbol mercury. And mercury represents communication and creativity. So a lot of the things that I do is based on intention and based on, it helps me to keep my energy protected, but it also helps me to keep things moving, because there's a lot of energy that's moving around us that we can't see every day, right? So I believe in that. I've been studying that, and I've been moving like that, and I feel like it keeps me, it just keeps me protected and grounded and keeps me in the right space, bro. That's why I brought it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You ain't got it with you right now, dude.
I don't travel with it.
Okay. Okay.
You want to see it?
Yeah.
It's amazing, bro. It's truly amazing, bro. And I would say this to people: if you're ever unsure about something, just do your research. Do your research, because what you'll find is that there may be something that you connect with and you be like, let me try this for myself. And it may be something that works for you. It helps you in life. And you'd be surprised what our ancestors were into, how they were protecting themselves during times of the dark ages, and how they were praying and what they were praying to and how they were getting supported in a lot of ways. Like, we can't be scared of the knowledge that's actually ours and for us. That's what I will say. We obviously when I grew up, everything was fearful. Everything was like, don't do that, nigga, you're gonna go to hell. Don't brush my feet with the spoon. Spit on the broom. Like,
yeah. Don't split the pole.
Don't split the pole. Don't, like, you give power to these things. Like, what are you giving it power for? It's just like, you gotta take the power back into your own hands. We have to do that, because I'm gonna say this: there's a lot of witchcraft, because witchcraft can be both good and
Good and bad.
Good and bad. There's a lot of witchcraft that's performed on our people that we don't even know it. But because we're scared of it, we won't even study it to understand how to undo shit that's been done.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm the opposite. I grew up in that mindset, and then when I was 23, I became a mystic, and I started practicing the opposite way, and it's been changing my life ever since. And I promise you, in 10 years from now, you're gonna look and see the same person and be like, how the fuck is he doing that? So if you want to say it's witchcraft, say it's witchcraft. But if you want to say it's a person who understands and studies, then that's I think that's the right way to go about it.
Okay. Last thing, what is a mystic?
Oh, basically a person who studies the unknown, knowledges of existence. I don't have any type of association with any religious cult or group.
Oh, okay.
I'm a mystic, so I've studied a little bit of everything.
Gotcha.
And yeah, and it's been very helpful with me to understand how to navigate myself through this realm. Yeah. So yeah. There's not an occult that I could come in contact with and not understand what the intentions are. I know it when I see it. I know them when I see them, and we recognize what it is.
I appreciate that.
For sure, bro.
Okay, so let me know if you guys
Last thing.
actually, can you guys hear me okay? Or do I need to switch over to the other screen? So let's just talk about it for a second. Okay, so let me just actually go over to this screen so that you guys can see your comments and what now. All right, so let's put Mario on the screen, shall we? So yeah, a lot of people are going in. Now surprisingly, I will say this. When the TikTok channel that I got this from, they actually the audience members, a lot of people seem to be I guess in understanding of the occult or what have you or whatever. So they were like a little bit I guess open to what he was saying, but a lot of people were saying that's devil worship, that's this and that's this and all this kind of stuff. I think that everybody should be respected in their spiritual practices, whatever it is that they're doing, as long as they are not harming themselves or harming other people. And I know that, and I almost said there is a lot of spiritual narcissism because there is, but even in saying that, I know that that can seem offensive because some people believe that everything that they believe or everything that they've read is exactly historically accurate and has a pure origin and all this kind of stuff, right? So here's what I can say. People that are saying that like crystals are demonic and shit like that, the crystals are throughout the Bible. So saying that because someone has a staff or someone has crystals and stuff like that, understand that God made this earth and this universe and everything in it. And the gemstones or crystals or whatever, they show up in a lot. They show up in the Old Testament a whole lot, even in the New Testament, right? Not in the sense that a lot of people would think, though, but they do show up as like divine symbols of like, holiness and purity of God's manifestation of power, right? So, like, um, in Exodus 28:15, right? This is a big one, right? God commands Moses to make a sacred breastplate for Aaron. And he's the high priest at the time, right? And he had him fashion it a certain way with 12 gemstones, each representing one of the 12 tribes of Israel, right? So some of the stones that Mario has even stated are some of those things, right? And there's a symbolic meaning to it. And when people hear the word ritual, they kind of flip out, but you can't get spiritual without ritual. And everybody, whether they want to acknowledge it or not, has participated in and often participates in rituals, even when you don't even know you're participating. Um, Baptism is a water ritual. It's a ritual, right? Communion is a ritual. So just hearing the word ritual shouldn't give you pause, right? But the stones in the Bible acted as a reminder of in this particular instance in Exodus of Israel's covenant with God. So they weren't supposed to be worshiped. Nobody's praying to stones or anything like that. They signified a divine presence. And then, all throughout Ezekiel, where there were prophets that were given like visions and stuff like that, there was the appearance of stone. They were given stones, you know what I'm saying? All in Revelation, right? What is that? In Revelation, it was that's the 21st chapter. But this is John's vision, right? And I'm not trying to have Bible study or whatever. I'm just like, I don't understand why people freak out about this, right? John's vision of Heaven City is literally dripping in crystals. And I guess people thought that this was for luxury or whatever, but he describes this, and symbolically, if you study, it's beyond just the beauty, but all throughout Job, okay, Job talked about crystals, and everybody, like there's a lot there, but there is a line between the symbolism of it and idolatry that you probably do not want to cross, and I don't recommend you crossing them, right? But I do try to respect everybody's, everybody's point of view, but I know everybody doesn't rock with, the full spectrum, and I get that because everybody's on their level, but I just don't think that Mario should be looked at as a demon because he's grounded and rooted in what he is. Okay. So what is this? Say says, when you pray every day, it's a ritual. Absolutely. We develop rituals to keep ourselves on track when we have set goals for ourselves. I know, like, even because I told y'all I was a super Christian. So even hearing the word honorable leg jury, you going to the wall. Even hearing the word ritual when I was a super Christian, baby, I would go and start praying for the Holy Ghost to enter you, because baby, you talking about some demonic stuff if you talking about rituals. That was me, but I didn't know any better. I had to learn better. So Jay Jammon says because their Western religion encourages hypocrisy. Well, that, I mean, that's true in a lot of instances too. But I just thought that was interesting, and it does like open up for, a lot of conversation. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Mario is kind of under fire for having this discussion, and they're calling him a warlock and all this kind of stuff. When a lot of people be practicing, like, I saved that for later. But there are people that are doing things energetic. You know how he talked about like his energy and stuff like that and his intentions. When you have bad intentions and you are projecting something bad onto someone, or you're lying. Let's say someone says that you're poor, or you're this, they speak stuff over you that's not really happening, and it's negative. That's a form of witchcraft. That's a form of it. The energy is what moves the things. The intention is what moves those things. So people can sit up there with a Bible in their hand, with gray contact lenses and all of this kind of stuff in the face of a frog, and literally be prophesying over you. Literally be practicing what people would, call demonic. I'm just saying. Pun intended, okay? So yeah, so he did all that, child. Kay says, my dad, who's also a Christian, says it's kind of limiting to believe that God didn't give other things and beings powers. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's very limiting. And then you are, and I, not to venture too far off, you are kind of relying heavily on, you know, not even to open that can of worms, but you're relying on the authority of the canon as your divine and guiding light a lot of times, if you don't research and find these things out yourself. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's move right along, because I want to talk about Angie. Since we talking a little spiritual, I want to talk about these two. May they both rest in peace. Y'all, was that not crazy? Was that not crazy to see these people, both of them immensely talented, and I will say equally talented in the same way? Okay. Because when you think, for me anyway, when I think of Angie and I think of D'Angelo, they have a certain vibe that everybody doesn't have. And to me, they're very similar artists, right? Rest in peace to both of them. Are we in denial of the energy, though? The energy surrounding them both. And my condolences, even though I know he'll never hear that, to their son. But that has got to be a heavy ass burden to be toting around. That's crazy. I have a theory though on Angie and D'Angelo. So for me, I really feel like these two were kind of like twin flames or karmics, if that makes sense, right? Kind of like, kind of like they were supposed to meet, and I feel like energetically there was some sort of purpose to both of them that they may not have seen through in this lifetime, but like it's something about this that is so dark to me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just insane. You know, because like, you know, a lot of people don't like that they have had the relationship because they didn't feel like Angie was supposed to have him. Because, you know, y'all remember, um, D'Angelo was that one type of fine, right? He was that one type of fine. And him and Angie were together for a number of years. And a lot of people did not like that he was with Angie and was like, well, you know, he can't possibly want her. And I think that people really do need to come to grips with the fact that some of us Black folks have a hard time watching a dark skinned, heavier woman be fulfilled romantically by an attractive man. There are people that really believe that that's not supposed to happen for them. And I'm trying to figure out, and I do not understand why, because I've always felt like Angie Stone was a beautiful woman. I felt like she was sexy. I felt like she had an energy that was very, you know, magnetic and all this kind of stuff. But I just feel like people felt like she didn't deserve it. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like they had like a twin flame type like karmic mirror situation going on, right? And you know, like how like a lot of people kind of toss around the whole twin flame as if it like guarantees like romantic bliss or anything like that. But in spiritual esoterica, twin flames are just two halves of a whole. They are mirror points. They can, you know, they can catalyze a bunch of growth, but they don't necessarily stay together in human form forever, right? Sometimes their purpose is to spark some sort of transformation or something and then release. Personally, even though I haven't dug into it spiritually, I believe these two were like twin flames, karmics, soul mates, whatever you want to. And I feel like there was something that they were supposed to do and they didn't do it. You ever seen a couple that they're married and they're together for a long time or whatever, and they don't have to be like super old, but like one of them dies and then a few months later the other one dies? That's what I believe we're watching when we see something like that. Let me see. Um, Tiff said Angie Stone was giving soulful goddess to me. Yes, it wasn't it something like very nurturing, even though I know she had that little situation with her daughter, which that's another topic for another day. And you know, we're gonna let that be. But I feel like she did have like a mother goddess like type energy. You know what I'm saying? I really do. Rest in peace. I still cannot believe. Wait a minute. I would show it, y'all. I should show it. Did y'all see Benzino's Jesus Christ? Did y'all see Benzino's tribute to D'Angelo? Did y'all see that no neck having Ninja Turtle get up there? Now I ain't gonna lie. Benzino he was cut. He's cut up. But it's still Benzino, so it don't matter. It's like, bruh. Yeah, not Q talking about is Benzino still alive. He is very much alive, honey. He is very much alive and doing did y'all see it? Do y'all want to see it? Okay, so if you're watching the playback, the music is probably going to be cut out because I'm sure it's copyright. Let me find it. Let me see if I can find it. Cause I'm like, why? Like, why, dude? Why are you? I don't know. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Cause it's like, Benzino, what are you doing? Um, he literally okay, I got it. All right, y'all. I'm about to get it for you. I don't know why he did this. I don't know why he thought this was a good idea. Apparently, Benzino don't have no friends. Cause let me tell you something. If you my friend, I'm not gonna let you go out like this. If you look a mess, if you're gonna be if it's dumb, baby, I'm gonna tell you before anybody else tell you, boo, that's not it. I remember one of my girlfriends got mad at me because we about to go out. She had on this outfit that was kind of like midriff, and she had a bit of a fupa, right? And there ain't nothing wrong with a fupa, okay? So don't think the men won't lift them fupas up and kiss up under it, all around it, beneath it, behind it, move it around, kiss it, flip it, all that stuff. I'm not fupa shaming, okay? But I will fuda shame. Y'all know what a fuda is, right? Raise your hand if you know what a foodie is. A foodie is a fat upper dick area. I will absolutely drag your ass for having a foodie. If you got a fat upper dick area, what the hell is wrong with you? Okay? You don't have no churn. You don't have no periods. You don't have no hormonal changes in your body that suggests that you have a foodie. Do not be walking your ass around here with no foodie. I will drag a foodie for filth every time I see it. Okay? Now, yes, do not have no fat upper dick area. Don't do it. Okay? You get dragged around here. Yeah. Get a girdle. Do something. Hide it. Because if I see it, I'm going to talk about you. So, let me see if it went over yet. Okay. Let me send this video over to my computer. Yeah, we don't do the food eyes. We do not mess with food eyes over here. And Benzino don't have no food eye. But it's Benzino, y'all. It's still Benzino. It's still Benzino. Okay, so let's go over here to this other screen so we can play this video.
So when you say witchcraft,
hold on, we're gonna get this out. All right.
Bands up in email. Post some pictures where we going for the weekend. She peeped the VVs, now we got that pussy leaking. I'm in my feelings, dealing with my demons. I'm breaking bread with you.
So, yeah, he was calling himself. I'm gonna mute it because that song is stupid too. But Benzino's ass thinks that he is giving D'Angelo. Like I said, I will give Grandpa Zeno that he's in shape and he got muscles. But if you don't sit your little raggedy ass, if you don't sit your little high yellow, funny built, your neck, I don't want to be an ableist, but I know that this neck can get this Negro a check in Jesus' name. I know goddamn well that this is a disability, and I'm not disability shaming in Jesus' name. But if you don't sit your little short, sawed off, bad built, high yellow, goddamn halfway a goddamn albino ass the fuck down and stop dancing naked on my TV, if you don't stop this shit, Benzino, I don't know who the hell told this blue-eyed fool to get his weird ass up here on Beyonce's internet, Jesus, and think that somebody want him to, where did you get all that chicken oil from? Body full of chicken grease. Chicken grease all upside his whole body. Look at him, full of chicken grease. Now, why would you take the opportunity to ruin this man's legacy with your little yellow ass? Y'all, this is not right. You got to leave certain things alone. It comes a time in your life where you can no longer back that ass up. You can no longer drop it like it's hot. Your knees are no longer Megan's, okay? But that applies on the opposite end as well when it comes to men. Give it up, Benzino. See, this is because on the internet, people lie to men and tell them when they older, they better. And people just tell you typically if you older, you got more money. So people will put up with your ass a little bit more. That's all. That's it. Okay, this is not sexy, Benzino. This is silly. This is silly. This is almost worse than the foodie because ain't nobody trying to show the foodie. We're not trying to show, but you trying to show this and don't nobody want to see it. Imagine having all of these muscles and don't nobody give a damn, and the whole goddamn comment section is roasting your naked ass. Imagine. Lord have mercy, not a rotisserie chicken, Mimi. Mimi, that was not nice to say. Why would you say something like that? Muffin, why would you say he looked like a rotisserie chicken? And he does. And he does. He looks like a rotisserie. Nigga, if you don't, and not even a Sam's Club rotisserie chicken, okay? Or a Costco rotisserie chicken. Ma'am, not the one says it's garlic butter flavor. No, ma'am. It's not. It's giving hospital chicken. It's hospital chicken. Okay? It is hospital chicken. I'm like, why? Benzino? One more time. Look at him. Goddamn rotisserie chicken. Why? Look at him. Now everybody knows that video, How Does It Feel, was iconic. And here go this damn near albino, bad built, short neck, disability check needing, geriatric hood booger ruining D'Angelo's moment. I just really don't know what the hell to say. This really disturbed my whole spirit. It hurt my feelings, Jesus. D'Angelo, I'm sorry. I really am. I'm really sorry, y'all. I don't understand. I do not understand what made him do that. What made him do it? Just Nicki said boiled chicken. Mm-mm-mm. Child, a mess. But speaking of mess, y'all, we gonna talk about a mess, okay? Have y'all been following? And I do have some angles that I want to talk about further on this situation, but we'll talk about this from this perspective right now, right? Listen here, child. I know y'all think I don't like Clarissa, right? Make them a little bit bigger. This Clarissa and Layla in Better Days. This is in Better Days. This is Clarissa. Hey, Queen Lily girl. In Better Days. Her and Layla, they used to get along. Things used to be all right. Okay. Listen. Now y'all know Clarissa been acting a fool. I'm gonna talk about her and Pap on the other channel, right? This is old. This is before she got in Remy's inbox and asked Remy to teach her how to dress. This is because she was doing that, right? She was in Remy box, not in her box. That could go the wrong way. Jesus forgive me. No, that's not what I mean, y'all. But she was in Remy's DMs getting tips on how to pose on the gram and getting tips on what to wear. So this is before that. This is before when Remy showed her what type of wigs to wear. This is before women told her, baby, stop going to the Chinese store getting wigs, baby. Order you some hair from off the internet. This is before Remy told her, baby, stop going to Shoe Town or Shoe Time to get your shoes. This is before Remy told her, Clarissa, stop wearing Wet n Wild foundation. You could at least get CoverGirl. This is before Remy told her, Clarissa, you gonna have to get you a slick stick and a pressing comb and blend your goddamn leave out on this sew-ins in Jesus' name, because you look a fool. This is before Remy told her, baby, wear the proper undergarments with your clothes. This is before Remy told her, Muffin, go somewhere. Go to the beauty supply store where they do it, or the nail place. Let somebody wax your eyebrows. Stop cutting your eyebrows off with a razor blade and drawing them back on with a Sharpie. This is way before Remy told her any of this stuff. This is before Remy and she didn't always listen to Remy no damn way. This is before Remy told her, honey, you a celebrity now. Stop wearing that shit from Rainbow. This is before all of this happened. Okay? So this is why, this is before, and baby, look, on this picture, Clarissa needs the benefit of the doubt, Jesus. Clarissa, do y'all remember the golden hot flat irons from back in the day? Y'all remember them flat irons? Them flat irons was about this, they was this thick. They were, when they closed together, they was this thick. Y'all remember the golden hot flat irons? They was hot as shit, but your hair would get flat iron. She was flat ironing her hair with the golden hot flat irons. They was her mama's. She passed them down as a family heirloom. Okay? That's why her hair is like this, because she was using the golden hot flat irons. All right? Now, she didn't upgrade it. She got us some Babyless ones, right? She got some of them and she got some FHIs. Okay? But it's been a long, hard road with Clarissa. And throughout this long, hard road, Clarissa has met many bumps. Okay? And you know, she loved it herself, some Layla Ali. But what had happened is she didn't got too big for, she didn't start smelling herself. You know what I'm saying? And in this picture particular, I believe she was probably smelling herself. Okay? Something about this picture is telling me that she was using men's speed stick. Something, I don't know why the spirit is telling me this, but something is telling me it's men's speed stick, Suave lotion, and Jean Naté bath spray that is the aroma that is going up the nostrils of the the legendary Layla. That's what she's smelling. Speed stick, Jean Naté bath splash, and Suave cherry blossom lotion. Oh, that's Jergens. But whatever the case, this stuff was occurring way before she got all of these tips, before Remy, helped her. And so, now she want to fight her. She want to beat up Layla. She want to say Layla punk, and everybody's trying to drag Layla for not fighting Clarissa. Can we talk about this for a second? Because Layla is responding. Layla is responding. In fact, let me just play. Let me just go to Layla's video. Layla has something to say because Layla been laying low, right? She ain't had much to say. I know that rotisserie chicken is still spinning on this next scene, but let me get him out the way. Let me get him out the way and put Layla up there, because Lord knows we do not want to see Benzino's ass no more. We don't want to see it. No, we don't. Put Layla up here.
What I'm about to say is for those who are interested or curious about this topic. Now, there was recently a lot of talk about me possibly making a comeback to boxing, and there was even a $15 million challenge and a whole lot of chatter. A whole lot has been said, except I didn't get in the conversation until now. Well, I have made time in my schedule, just like I said I would, to address this. And you know what? I don't even want this person's image on my page. So I want you to go to this page, because I'm going to be dropping my response very, very soon. And if you're interested in hearing what I have to say, go follow, turn on your notifications so you will be the first to know as soon as it drops, because trust me, there's going to be a whole lot there. All right. See ya. Bye.
All right, so Layla didn't say much, but what she did say was very, very shady. She said that she don't even want this person's image on her page. Okay, Layla, I understand, Muffin. But can I just say this to that? And I will be following this, because I am really fascinated by the likes of Clarissa and her little journey, right? Don't she look like a model though? Can I say that? What? Y'all know how I'm old, because I'm older than every goddamn body I talk about now. It's crazy. But Layla looks amazing. But let's say this. I agree that Clarissa, right now in her prime, she is the GOAT. She's the most decorated female boxer out here. She's undefeated. She's kicking ass. I just don't know. She annoys us. She's annoying. As much as I want to cheer her on, especially since she's upgraded from the golden hot flat irons to the Bibleist Pro, she won't let me embrace her. She just won't let me. She gonna do something, or she gonna say something that make me want to leave her right there on the goddamn bus stop. Listen, when people make the comparisons between between her and Layla. Let's go back here. When people make those comparisons, what they don't realize when they talk about Layla is 47. Layla retired from boxing when Clarissa was like 11 or 12. That's when she retired. A lot of people like to throw in this thing where Clarissa, you know, Layla didn't win the Olympics. They didn't have women's boxing. They didn't have who posted a response. Let me go get the response, y'all. They didn't even have women's boxing as an Olympic sport when Layla was fighting. Layla did her thing. And I think it's unfair. And I see they only do this with women because who would say that Kobe and Michael Jordan, while he's old, chunky, and retired, should be going one-on-one? Even though they did get a chance to play when, you know, Michael was on his way out. But there's an understanding that Michael was great for his time. Kobe surpassed Michael in so many different ways. It's like the game has evolved, right? So you give people their just due, but understand that for her time, she didn't ride off her dad's name. She really she beat ass. She had belt to ass. She did it, right? And I still think she got a little bit, but why would they want to fight at this point? Because it's not a winning situation. If Layla fights and wins, Clarissa will have the air blown out of her and it will ruin her moment, the aura around her as the quote unquote GOAT or whatever she's calling herself, right? If Layla loses, it tarnishes her legacy. Why? Why can't both these beautiful Black women walk in their legacy and let it be unscathed and just be appreciated? Having these women pit together, and I will say this, it's mostly men, nukas, that I see doing that. Like literally trying to pit them against each other. Again, Layla retired before this girl hit puberty. She retired before this girl was in puberty. So why are y'all trying to troll Layla about not taking a fight after she's been retired longer than she boxed? Okay. And this part right here, and I say this with love and respect, right? I agree with you, Pen Pal. Clarissa should try to learn from Layla for multiple reasons. Layla managed to be in a very masculine, male-dominated sport and still pull it off like a lady. Still be classy, still be beautiful, still be poised, still be stylish, still be feminine, right? She knew how to work a room. She knew how to work the ring. And she did it. She did that shit effortlessly and flawlessly. And I don't know why Pap does not buy his girlfriend a PR team and someone to give her addiction class and someone to help her learn how to navigate social media and just learn how to have a better presence. Because here's the thing, she's not going to have the same she's not going to be afforded the same opportunities as Layla. And let me explain why. And really, I don't have to explain it. It's the shit that I was just talking about. Layla knew how to talk. Layla knew how to walk. She was poised. She had a certain level of decorum. So Layla could get endorsements. Layla could get sponsors. Layla would have all kinds of sponsorships and all kinds of deals that would be made with her business wise simply because of her persona and her presence being so multifaceted and also quite marketable. Clarissa is in the public eye every day, and her social media footprint is giving hood booger. And I hate to say that, but it is. So she's not going to get these after career deals that a Layla Ali did. Clarissa is going to have to go somewhere and open up her barbecue joint. She's going to have to open up a barbecue joint. Or she's going to have to be a full-time YouTuber, or she's gonna have to do something else because she's not gonna get those deals. She's just not. But let me look for this video on the Shade Room. I guess there's a response that Layla did. Let me go to the Shade Room real quick. And we got other stuff to talk about. Do me a favor. Hit the like button, and if you're watching the playback, do not forget to hype this video. This helps us be seen in the algorithm. This channel is not that old. We're trying to pump it up. As well, as you guys know, I was given the rights back to Nyla Says and Grown Woman Vibes by YouTube, so we will be building that channel. Mods, please drop the link to my other channels because we're going to be populating them with content as well. We are back, and we don't have to duck who we are, because the birds can't touch us anymore. Okay, they can't. Let's find this video. So I guess, let me see who responded. Oh, this must be a longer. Okay, cool. Let me, oh shit, there's 10 little videos. Okay, y'all, let me download these little videos. It'll take like literally 3 seconds, and we gonna get them over here to the MacBook, and we're going to talk about it. Now, while we're doing that, just give us a few seconds. And did we have any birthdays or anything going on that we needed to celebrate? Let me know, Vibers. And let me download all these videos, all media, and let's send them over to the laptop. It's going. I see Koya. Thank you for telling me. It's so good to see you. I miss you, Koya. We were just talking about you the other day. Nothing bad, of course. Just like we haven't seen Koya in a while. Okay, so hopefully the videos are in order. I hope they're in order. Let me see. I hope they came in order. I don't think that they came in order, but let me see. I'll just start putting them in. Okay, I see the order that they came in. Okay, y'all. Let me go over here to this other screen, and then we're going to play these videos.
What I'm about to say is for those who were...
All right, so this one is first.
There's been a whole lot of talk about the possibility of me making a comeback to boxing. And people have had a lot to say, but I have not addressed it until now. And I know everyone wants to know the answer to the question, will I be coming back? And I promise you, I'm going to give you that answer. But first, I have got to address the lies and the fake narrative that's been created years ago. Now, someone's gotten way too comfortable dragging my name and even using my father's name to get attention and clout. Now, in case you haven't heard it, her story is that I didn't support her and I didn't pass the torch because of my jealousy and envy over her accomplishments in boxing. She says that I disrespected her and I started talking about knocking her out simply because I was bitter that she's outdone me. I've seen a lot of the comments. Many of you have good discernment and understand what's really going on here, while others have believed her lies over the years or have formed an opinion without having all the facts. Now, originally, I wasn't even going to give this my time or attention because I really don't engage with people who thrive off of negative.
Okay, so next video.
Drama and buffoonery. But I'm not about to let someone with bad character continue running freely, dragging my name without accountability.
That's not gonna happen.
Come on now, listen. Layla Ali is just Muhammad Ali's daughter. And
no, come on, we ain't gonna do that.
No, that is right.
Come on, Layla can rumble though.
And Wolf would have knocked Layla Ali out. You know, she would have knocked Layla so pretty ass out.
So this right here is the consequence. Now let's hit rewind because we really need to see what's happened over the years, what got us here. Now I'm not about to do the whole he say, she say thing, so let me show you some receipts. I first met her in 2012 when she was invited on stage to stand next to me when I gave my father his Liberty Medal. At some point, she reached out, started asking me for advice, wanted to know if she should go to the Olympics the second time or go pro. She would also call me and let me know when she was fighting.
Okay, next video. This is good. Thank you. Thank you, Koya.
I was one of the hosts of We Need to Talk, an all-female sports commentary show that still airs on CBS. I asked the producers if we could do a story on her. They agreed. So I got on a plane, flew to Colorado, and did a full sit-down interview with her. I know that when I was fighting, any of my struggles that I had to overcome, or anything that I was upset about, whether it be something personal or something going on in the world, I would use that anger, and take it into the ring with me and channel that energy into the ring. Have you ever done that?
I did that a lot. I was going through stuff back at home, but I would have a boxing match, and I would take out everything I was going through on the girl, and that kind of helped me.
Now, as you can see, I was genuinely rooting for her. I gave her praise. I gave her a spotlight. When she asked for advice, I gave her valuable branding advice and boxing advice so she could have long-term success in and outside of the ring. I told her about the challenges that I faced fighting at 168, where there was limited competition, and I suggested that if she decided to turn pro, she should consider going somewhere around 148, where she would have more competitive challenges. I told her she should hire a nutritionist, trim off that excess body fat, and get into elite next level shape. I pointed her in the right direction, and I had high hopes for her. Whether she decided to turn pro or not, I felt like her future was bright if she played her cards right. But of course, at the time, I was not aware of her divisive, vindictive, and malicious nature. And I know those are strong words, but they actually fit. This girl has created a pattern. It's been directed towards many people time and time again. She saw me as the face of women's boxing, and she told me that she wanted my spot. And she's been on a mission to ruin my reputation ever since, simply because she heard me make a comment that was not about her, and she took it personal.
You ever get back in the ring just for fun?
You still train?
I stay training.
Got you.
Yeah, I got a little baby six-pack right now.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I have a heavy bag hanging in my... I just turned 40.
Next video.
Because I think of my healthy lifestyle, the fact that I train all the time, I could pretty much do anything I wanted to. Well, I don't think there's anyone there for me right now that would actually give me a good challenge. I'm not somebody who sits back and complains about things. I think everything happens in due time. You got Clarissa Shields now, who's an Olympic champion. She's a young black girl, came out of Flint, Michigan, lived a hard life, went through a lot. She went to the Olympics, won twice. Women's boxing wasn't in the Olympics when I fought. She actually fights at the weight class I fought in. And she's doing great. Women's boxing is getting some good attention. Now remember, at the time, we were on good terms. She was reaching out to me and referring to me as Big Sis. But this was her response.
I watched the Breakfast Club video with Layla Ali. I have so much respect for her, and I like her. I actually call her my big sis, but it was so many shots thrown. Like, if y'all really paid attention, her saying, oh, there's not nobody good enough at 168, my weight class, that could give her a challenge when I'm the number one in my...
Okay, let's get to the next one.
And, I'm just like, nah. And, I just feel like, she gave props where it's due, but, she also spoke on how, what I'm doing for women's boxing is great, but it's not great enough for her. When it's like, we got two different goals and sets in life. Me winning 2 Olympic gold medals is just the beginning. Even when she was boxing, she never fought on Showtime, HBO. I fought the main event on Showtime. I don't know how many times now.
Now, of course, I didn't respond to this, but I noted it. For someone who hardly had any experience as a professional boxer and who was supposedly looking up to me, for her to think that I would even call her name in a conversation about me fighting or making a comeback was silly to me. A year later, I was doing press for my show Homemade Simple on OWN, so I went on Sway Universe, another syndicated national show with millions of listeners.
Are you watching women's boxing today?
Oh, yeah.
You like Clarissa?
I do. I think that...
Okay, let's go to the next one.
Talented fighter. And she has the opportunity right now. The stage is set, so now she just has to kind of do her thing.
I had Clarissa here, right? I asked her who does she think will win and you against you in your prime and her now. And this is what she said.
She's not cut like me. She don't take the challenges. Like, she didn't fight against Ann Wolf. I fight against the best and beat the best. And if Layla Ali was to come out of retirement, I beat her too.
That's not anything I haven't heard before. First of all, she's supposed to feel like she's the greatest.
Absolutely.
But just because you think you are doesn't mean you are.
Okay.
I like to support and uplift people, and I think that on your way up, just do your best not to disparage those that have come before you. First of all, she could never beat me. Okay. Let me just get that straight right now.
You want to get that straight, Layla?
Let's get that straight right now.
Okay.
And not simply because she's not strong enough, okay, because I would definitely knock her out. but because she's not talented enough to beat me. Now you've seen what she's been referring to. So she felt justified to go on a tirade, and of course, now you've seen what she's been referring to. So she felt justified to go on a tirade, and of course, she's twisted the story over the years and taken my comments out of context. Now, according to her, I just started talking about knocking her out, just out of jealousy. Now you've seen what I said, what she said, how this started, and you can see she pitted herself against me in a fight. Now, I know some of this younger generation may not be familiar with me, but I've never been one to just talk about things I can't do. When I said that I would knock her out back in 2019, it wasn't any different than what I've said to anyone who's challenged me in the past. You can go back and look at tape on me. That was not just talk for me. It's what I did. TKO, KO, it didn't matter. I was going to stop you. It wasn't going to a decision. And if you didn't belong in there with me, I was going to get you out of there. Here she is on a recent podcast explaining how she's passing the torch and that she has created a blueprint for success, which she is now sharing with other female fighters.
I actually promote a woman fighter, and I'm giving her all the jewels and stuff that I know so she can get her big paydays too. It's a blueprint now on how you make $1 million, even if you don't have the gold medals. The biggest blueprint is build your brand.
Oh, she must have forgot years ago she recorded this and said that I gave her the piece of advice that she is now referring to as the most valuable piece of information that you need to be successful. But supposedly I didn't support her and I didn't want to pass the torch.
Layla Ali told me to build my brand, a good brand, and a brand that I want to represent and stand for. And she said, have good people behind me who I trust.
So this whole idea that she started about me being jealous because of her accolades and her surpassing me, do you realize that for years, fans have believed that there's so many fighters that are better than me? I mean, they have more titles than me. Multi-million-dollar fights are happening. More money than I ever made. More money than she's making. So I guess if I'm supposedly jealous of her, I must be hating on them too, right?
One more, y'all. One more. Let me get this one in there.
Nope, I actually celebrate other women's success. I have relationships with those women. We have mutual respect. It's all love. She's the only one who decided to make herself my opposition. You know what my father would say? She's a generic wannabe. My father would not want to share his name or image with her. She does not represent anything about him in the ring or outside of the ring. Now, many of us, including myself, had high hopes for her. I supported her. I sent her off in the right direction, but she has become a disappointment. She is a horrible representation of both the sport and our culture.
It's beneficial. If they win against you, you don't need them bitches with you. Her men ain't got no balls, so you know we little. Not them fake hoes, do it for the real women. Girls who think they just so pretty, and just because they born light skinned that they just all that. That they can come up with shit talking shit. I look better than you. I look better than you, so you can get off my shit. Light skin.
Now, do you believe I'm jealous of her?
Baby, listen, I gotta say something. Baby, okay, listen. Oh, baby, that was a lot. Okay, I feel like, and thank you again, Koya, for that, because I didn't even know that existed, but I feel like Layla just demonstrated everything that I articulated before, okay? Clarissa, this is why I'm assessing and looking at Pap differently now, because he's old enough to actually understand and know what she's doing that's actually destroying her and messing everything up for her. That's so embarrassing. Clarissa need to go sit down somewhere, take her new flat irons, take her upgrade from Rainbow Shopping Mart. Those lessons that Layla gave her, she needs to take them to heart. She needs to go to therapy, right? Because I don't know which one, but it is definitely giving some sort of spectrum. Because like, where does she come up with this stuff? And what I do notice about people like Clarissa that are easily offended by nothing, like she literally had to insert herself into that to make herself become offended. There's something wrong with her. The woman wasn't talking about her. The woman wasn't coming for her. The woman, you know what? Shout out to Rainbow. Exactly. Leave Gen X alone. We don't bother anybody. Leave Gen X alone. What did I say just 2 days ago? Spirit said, leave me the fuck alone. Okay? Leave Gen X alone. Okay? Leave us alone. We drank out of water hoses. Okay? We we was our own medical people. When we would fall off our bikes, we didn't get stitches. Like, we do not fucking play. Leave us alone. Like, I mean, I feel like this is embarrassing. I would love to see what Clarissa's response to this shit is going to be. But we already know she gonna do a hood booger crash out, because that's what she do. And you know, the sad thing is, like, again, she's got so much potential. She's got so much going for her. Like I said, most decorated at this point, undefeated. Like, she literally is the GOAT. And it's a damn shame that she has all these accolades and she not gonna get no sponsors on the other end because of exactly what Layla Ali was displaying. Baby, the home shopping network ain't calling you. You ain't gonna have your own dishes in Target. You not gonna have none of that shit going on. The only type of aftermarket promotion and work she's gonna get is if Pap could teach her how to rap. Okay, she could be a rapper, or she could be a bottle girl at the club, or she'll be able to, like, you know how the girls do, like, when the influencers, they do they MC at places, or what do they call it, y'all? I'm thinking of the word where you go and you host the party. She gonna have to do party hostings. She gonna have to do shit like that if she don't clean her act up, take her ass somewhere, go to finishing school, go get a diction class, right? Learn some etiquette and some social decorum, and respect your mother. Okay? You know where you came from. You know exactly, this was your idol. Show some respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl. Exactly. Exactly, one Jennifer. And that's the thing. Like, she's positioned it to where, just think of all of the collaborating that she and Layla could have been doing as Black businesswomen together, in with the ceremonial passing of the torch as the theme. They can't even do that because she wants to be a hood booger. um Cutie Pie Caramel says Pap can barely rap himself. He needed Remy help to help him. Nope, she's going to fall after boxing in. Look, I love you, Cutie Pie Caramel, but baby, I'm gonna have to disagree. Okay. Pap can rap. Pap got the baddest bar. I mean, girl, Pap can rap now. He wasn't the most popular, more so on the mixtape side or whatever, but baby, he could rap. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one. Now, his girlfriend on some of the songs though that he's did for Clarissa, it's one of them where I like it, but that last one she did, I'm like, girl, if you don't sit down somewhere, if you don't, and your leave out is still standing up. Stop putting spritz on that leave out and laying that flat iron across it thinking it's going to stay laid down. It's just going to get stiff hard and stick up like alfalfa. Stop it. Exactly, Honeydew Brown. Hey, girl. She going to be all that is, she's going to end up being a club promoter. But I'm going to tell you what she going to do. She might as well go ahead and open up her barbecue joint. I'm telling you. She need a barbecue joint, open up a beauty supply store or something, because ain't no mainstream people about to be fucking with Clarissa weird ass. Okay? Now, here's the one thing that we have to do. We do have to take this into consideration. And this is bad. We do have to take this into consideration. She's from Flint, y'all. And I'm being serious, even though this is going to sound fucked up. Baby, she was raised on that water. She was raised on that water, y'all. It ain't shit she can do about her mental capacity. Okay? She is ignorant from a very organic space. And ain't a goddamn thing she can do about it. Can't no doctors help her. Okay? I don't know if she needs to go over there to Dr. Sabi's village with them children he left behind. But she needs to go and get, I don't know what type of detox she need. But she was raised on that water. Okay? So it ain't too much that we can expect from somebody that was raised on that water. All right? So Hopefully she gets it together. That was a pretty bad clapback that Layla gave her. And Layla took her time. I love the way she did that. Like, Layla was not pressed to jump up and say something. And Clarissa been taking shots like damn near weekly for months at Layla. And Layla just, cool, gardening, drinking her water. You know what I'm saying? Out there watering the flowers and shit on Instagram, knitting and shit, doing 40-something-year-old woman type of shit, arts and crafts and stuff, you know, going to the rich equivalent of Ross. You know what I'm saying? She's sitting up there, having, making matchas from scratch at home, just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Putting her serum on. You know what I'm saying? Just chilling. But yeah, I think Clarissa could clean this all up with an apology. All she got to say is, you know what? I may have overreacted. I may have just read a social media post. That's what she should say. Just say somebody lied. Okay? Just say somebody lied and had her a deep fake video, whatever. She needs to apologize, though. This could be mended, but she's going to have to humble herself. And I'm not a fan of people saying that women need to humble themselves or whatever. But in this case, this girl need to, sit down. Sit down, okay? Shout out to Justin's mom. Justin's mom says, I'm from Saginaw, Michigan, very near Flint. We don't have the Flint water with the lead. That could be an indication of what's wrong with her because a lot of Flint's people act just like her. No, I'm dead ass serious. The girl was raised on the water, y'all. Okay? Koya, what? No, you didn't, Koya. You did not. Koya said, I grew up in Flint, not too much on us. Okay, but evidently, baby, the Lord had his hand on you, okay? Because I've never seen you behave like you needed some Ritalin. Now, of course, I don't live with you. Maybe you be acting a fool someplace else, but everywhere I've seen you, you've acted with a level of decorum and self-control that means that your mama probably had a water filter in her house or made sure that y'all had bottles of water. Your mama went to Kroger and got purified spring water. She didn't give you Flint water. She said it's Gen Z, they all slow. Stop it. Stop it, Koya. Koya. Okay, Justin's mom says she's serious too. No, for real. For real. Look, sexy alley cat. Don't make sexy alley cat come for you. Okay. She said not all Gen Z now. Wayne says it's not the water. She just ignorant. Baby, it's a combination. It's a combination. But yeah, she just think of instead, and that's the thing. Instead of jumping in Remy's DMs to get, quote unquote, decorum, lady, and fashion tips, she should have been getting in Layla's inbox. That's who she should have been saying. That's what she should have been doing. She should have been, because Remy, and I love me some Remy, right? Remy, for me, especially right now, Remy looks better now than she ever has in her life. As she's like, she is super fine now, right? But let's be honest. I love my Remy, but Remy is a hood booger. She a hood booger. Now, she's entrepreneurial, she's talented, she's beautiful, but that is who the fuck she is. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay. It's working for her because she has evolved in her hood boogerisms. You know what I'm saying? As she gets older, she takes off a layer of the hood booger. And by the time she 55, baby, she gonna be just like Eve. Y'all remember Eve used to be a hood booger? Now Eve talks just like this, and she's so like wholesome and stuff, and like she goes to the PTA meetings and she exercises perfect decorum when she's out. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen for Remy too. It's gonna happen to yes, Pap has a type. Pap likes women that have an edge, a very masculine edge. Pap don't want to be out here in these streets fighting by himself, baby. He won't, cause Remy got she gonna roll with the Glock. Clarissa gonna be trying to box. Pap do not want to be out in these streets fighting by himself. You know what I'm saying? My man got to fight by himself. We not fighting. I'm not fighting. I'm gonna call the police. I don't know. If you jump my husband in my face, I'm gonna whoop your ass. We gonna beat we gonna stomp you. I'm just gonna look. I'm from Chicago. I know y'all heard it the other day. I know y'all heard it when I had to snatch a gray-eyed demon in a collar. Chicago will come out. Okay, but here's the difference. We had good water. We didn't have Flint water. Okay. Um, moving right along. Do me a favor and hit that like button if you are enjoying the show. Hit that like button and let us know that you are feeling it. Okay. So yeah, let's talk about Nicki. So Nicki has been going through it. It's a whole lot of stuff going on. Nicki, you know what? First off, I just have to say this. What is going on with Nicki and Rock Nation? What is going on? Nicki says she's not gonna release no music. She's blaming it on she tagged Jay-Z in it, basically saying it's his fault. Nicki has been having some troubles the last couple of weeks. She been going in. She has been going in. And I don't know why completely. I do know, and thanks to Tasha K for the shout outs. Y'all know I had to do a little investigative stuff for the winos, you know, and to pull up the background on the stylist that stole her stuff. Yes, he did. So I got that late night bat signal call from the wino camp, and they was like, "Hey, we need you on the case." I'm like, "I got you. I don't care what time it is. Let's go. What we doing?" And so they like, "Yeah, we need to help Nicki out. We need to find out what's going on." So I'm like, "Cool, y'all know. I'm gonna find it. Okay, if it's findable, I'm going to find it." Okay, that's why I don't know why people play with me. I don't know why, but keep playing. Okay, but anyway, so yeah, he definitely stole that money, honey. When I went and looked into his background, and I saw it, because first of all, they try to be very, very conspicuous with their identities and stuff, but you got to know how to research to figure that shit out, right? And so once I realized it, and I knew when I pulled this particular report up, I'm like, this him. Credit card fraud, identity theft. Oh yeah, this is him. But yeah, this dude was charging up her Amex card, doing all type of stuff, spending all her money, and then going on social media bragging about it. Crazy work. What's going on, Elisha Space? Crazy, crazy work. But that's not the least of what's been going on with Nicki. Y'all know she been going back and forth with Jay-Z's camp. Y'all know she be dragging Cardi B. And I like Cardi B at this point, baby. Once it became public knowledge that your man sucks dick, that's when you go quiet. Okay? I know you pregnant. And actually, pregnancy is a time for reflection and for developing the baby. When it became public that your man sucks dick, it is time to sit your ass down. Now I know sitting down might be hard because her BBL then slipped over to the side a little bit. And it slipped over to one side, so she can't sit, properly. And she's pregnant. Everything hurts when you're pregnant. But it's time to sit your ass down. Not to mention, y'all, did y'all see Cardi B is promoting PrEP now? Do y'all think that got something to do with her man being a dick sucker? She's promoting PrEP. I should have added this to the lineup, but we'll talk about this later. She literally is now promoting for women to use PrEP because you don't know what these men be doing. Baby, you knew that man, you knew that Stefan was sucking dick. If you don't know what I'm talking about, he got exposed by one of his colleagues and childhood friends with receipts. It's on Tasha K's app. It's bad. It's bad. Apparently, it's a lot of booty bandit stuff going on. And you know what my motto is: leave people booties alone. But if that's your thing, that's your thing. Okay. Oh, yeah. It's bad. Yes. But I just don't understand. Why are you promoting PrEP to us? Our men, well, My man isn't. I don't know about y'all. I mean, not y'all, but you know what I'm saying. But Cardi, she need to go somewhere and sit that stuff down. But another thing that Nicki was going through, right? Nicki was having this issue where they put a lien on her house, child. And I was like, oh Lord, what's this lien about? So this is what happened with the lien. She had a security guard. There was something that happened at a concert way back in 2019. I guess what happened was somebody got on stage past the security guards. Nicki and her husband didn't like it. So they had one of the security guards, and this guy in particular, his name was Wiedenmeiler. That's his last name. I probably mispronounced it, but it's like Wiedenmuller or something like that. But anyway, he didn't do the job. Obviously, he was supposed to stop people from getting on stage from Nicki. Her and her husband was pissed off, allegedly, and allegedly when they summoned him to Nicki's dressing room, and allegedly they whooped his ass. So what had happened was he sued them for $500,000, and because they didn't take the suit seriously, they didn't go to court. They got a default judgment. So with the default judgment, he ends up putting a lien on her $20 million home. Okay. So here's the thing. So the house, I guess, is worth $20 million. She has a $13 million mortgage on it. People are calling her broke. I don't know how people can say that she's broke because she didn't pay him that $500,000 yet. Maybe her business manager ain't on top of what they need to be doing, but $13 million mortgage she has, and then she has another $722,000 exemption on there. So once he removes his court costs and all of that after the sale of her house, which is what they are literally trying to get them to do, but once all that is, she'll still have $6 million in equity beyond the lien and the exemption. So this man has the legal right as her former security guard to sell her home. So I don't know if they're going to work on that and position themselves to retain the home. I don't know if it's a mansion that she actually lives in. You know how they be having all type of homes. But saying that Nicki is broke is weird because, well, kind of not, right? But Nicki's worth an estimated $190 million, right? She's literally the highest paid female rapper. But that does not mean that she has liquid funds. So we don't know if that $190 million net worth has more to do with what her catalog is worth, her real estate, all that kind of stuff. It does not necessarily have to be liquid. But either way it goes, she's still not a billionaire. So pulling $500,000 to give a former employee at one time, I don't know. Maybe, just maybe, Nicki should call Tasha's bankruptcy attorney and then she could fix her shit. I'm just saying that might be a solution. I don't know, but it might be, y'all. It might be a solution. It might be a solution. Anyway, do me a favor, get those likes up when you get a chance. So, Diddy updates, child. Diddy, get your ragged ass over here. There you go. There you go. Diddy. Everybody has been talking about this shit since the trial happened, and we were looking into what the sentencing stipulations were for what he did in the feds and shit. And it didn't look like he would have did more, I believe, than a year and a half anyway, based on what they said. Even though, we know what they said in sentencing, but with like good time and all this kind of stuff, he would have been out in like a year and a half, right? But what they said is when they release him, so he's going to get released, right? He's got to be under 5 years supervision. He's subject to random searches at any time with no notice. They can search him. He can have no contact with the victim, so he's going to have to stop calling Cassie and stop bothering her. He has to attend an outpatient treatment program for drug abuse and mental health issues. Diddy is not going to stop snorting coke, allegedly. Diddy is not going to stop doing X, allegedly. I don't believe it. I have no faith in that. I don't believe for 5 minutes that that's going to happen at all. I just don't. So he also has to enter domestic violence programs. He has to take some sort of meds. Now, they didn't disclose what kind of meds he has to take, but he's got some meds and he has to take it. So I don't know if it's like some sort of antidepressant or whatever it is, but he got to take it. Okay. He got to do he has to do domestic violence programs. Me personally, I don't think shit like that is actually effective. I don't think that's effective at all. I think men who beat women, that's just what they do. I don't think that there's a cure for it. I think that they have issues. They don't like women and that's what they do. Okay. Now, the only cure that I know for domestic violence is a revolver and brothers that'll come through and whoop a nigga's ass. That's what I know will cure domestic violence, but they're thinking that he can go on a program. So it also says that he cannot own, possess, or have access to a firearm or any other destructive devices. He just can't. Not he on lithium. Not he on lithium, child. Look, well, that's the update on Diddy. Okay, now I don't know how this man is gonna stay out of jail. I don't know how he gonna stay out of trouble, but it's like whatever. Whatever. We'll see if he can. Now, this was funny to me. Do y'all remember this dude? Do y'all remember this dude? Literally, he is out here cutting the fool, Eddie Winslow. Y'all remember him? Do y'all remember him? He is out here. Hold on. 1 second. Oh, okay. I just got some incoming tea, y'all. Incoming tea. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. All right. So, this is the guy. Wait a minute. They said this. Wait a minute. Aaliyah, what? 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 Lovely T? Bruh, Lovely T. Lovely T, where you at, Muffin? This is the guy Lovely T ex-boyfriend says she smashed. Wow. Lovely T, girl alive. We got to talk, baby. What's going on? You and Eddie Winslow. I don't know. Allegedly. That's what he's. Oh, yeah, the recording. I almost forgot about that. Didn't you do a video about that, Aaliyah? I don't know if I still have mine, but let me put share your video on that on the wall. I remember you did a video about that. So Eddie has been crashing out for a while. Y'all know Eddie been dating T girls, right? Eddie been out here, doing all type of stuff. Y'all know he got hooked up with Superhead. Yes, Queen Lily. Yes. He was out there with Superhead and, they were a thing for a little while and he was, he been wilding out or whatever, but he been messing with the T girls. Did he marry Superhead? He sure did. He sure did marry Superhead. So listen, y'all, this is what had happened. He was with Sydney Starr. He was with another T girl, but Eddie, he's fluid. Sweet and Juicy says, Eddie a freak, baby. That's not freak. Eddie's gay. Or bisexual at best. Baby, look, that's not freak. Freak don't have nothing to do with that. No. Eddie's just gay. He's just gay. It's okay. It's okay to be gay, Eddie. So, so Eddie was in court. And when I saw this, y'all, I was like, what the hell is wrong with this fool? It's literally giving crack. So let me just go over to the next screen and show y'all what I'm talking about. I don't know what's wrong with this fool. I don't know where his people
Nope, I
are.
actually celebrate other women's.
All right, so let me put him over here, y'all. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with Eddie.
Mr. McCurry, did you have any objections, sir, to the media request? You indicated that you did. Did you have an objection? And the court indicated that its tentative was to grant the request for media coverage. Did you wish to put that on the record or no?
Yes, I'd like to put it on the record, only because I have other children than my 18-year-old son, which this matter is involving.
Okay, but only as it relates to the media request.
Oh, I just wanted to make sure that my other children weren't in the media if I mention their names or if it comes up in if it comes up in the proceedings.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Please do so.
I wanted to call attention to the emergency motion that I filed. Based on the fact that the 50th district has completely continued to violate all of my rights, my 4th, my 5th, my 14th Amendment, my right to due process is constantly trampled. And I figured out why, because under due process clause of the 14th Amendment, personal judgment is void if rendered by the court, which has no jurisdiction over the defendant. That's Penmore versus Neff, 95 U.S. 714, 24L, ED 565. And Michigan has no jurisdiction. Before we proceed, we need to establish jurisdiction. It's imperative that we establish jurisdiction. Your Honor, I'd like to also say I'm here in special appearance.
Special appearance for who?
I'm here on special appearance.
Sir, who are you specially appearing for?
I'm specially appearing for Darius McCurry. I'm here pro per special appearance.
And when you say you were here pro per and special appearance, who are you?
I'm an authorized signatory thereof of the estate and the executor of the estate.
Who's the estate?
The McCurry estate.
And your name is?
Darius. I'm the authorized signatory there.
Okay. Clearly, crack is much worse than what it used to be in the back day. Back in the day, crackheads was not this messed up. Okay, there's new crack out here. We need a new anti-drug campaign because it's not working. It's not working, y'all. This man is representing himself in court as a goddamn clucker. You see how he got, and first of all, let me tell y'all something. I don't know who asked it. Who said, why do he sound like that? Which one of y'all was saying that? Which one of y'all said, why does he talk like that? Please stop acting like y'all don't know what it is to have a professional voice. Now, y'all know y'all be at home talking like this. But when you get to work, you talk a little bit more like this, and you're a little bit more soft-toned and a bit more articulate and professional. So you should allow Darius that same level of respect for his code switching. Just because it doesn't look like it when you do it, this is how Darius does it. He's code switching. He is acting as his own attorney, representing himself as well as the Darius McCrary estate. But baby, if that's his job interview voice, he ain't never gonna get the job. Ever. He's never going to get the job. I was like, if somebody don't get, you know what? He needs some of Diddy medication. Whatever they giving Diddy, give him too. I couldn't believe that. I'm like, what in the hell is happening here? What the hell is happening? So, child. So, yeah. Moving right along. Let's go over here, honey, because what happened to Eddie Winslow? You know what though? I do feel like that whole little them whole little set of folks from Family Matters, I feel like it's a Family Matters curse. Something is wrong with all of them. All of them aged bad, I think, except for Steve Urkel. I think all of them is something wrong with them. If memory serves, I feel like something is happening and something is wrong with every last one of them. And speaking of mental illness and stuff being wrong with people, Umar Johnson, y'all know it's something wrong with him. Ain't, it's not like I have to, like, it's a reach here, right? Y'all know Umar has been getting his ass handed to him for the last couple of months. Shout out to Lene. Lene often comes into the chat. Lene is the ex-girlfriend that he was calling throat goat, that he disrespected so terribly. Even before that, can I just say this? Women who support Umar Johnson are dangerous. They are dangerous. And I'm going to tell you why. Let's say everything that he said about Lene was true. What we also know is true is that he put that woman's address out there, her phone number, and talked underneath her goddamn clothes. As someone that has a lot of social, I would say clout, because people do give him clout or whatever. As someone who has, like, you know, a lot of attention to his platform, those women are dangerous. I don't know why they don't think that his chunky ass would do the same shit to them. Okay. He has been getting his ass handed to him. I don't know if y'all know about this or saw the shit. Black Swan said Umar on that shit too. Again, I agree with that. We did see him chasing that rock over on Leonard Honor's channel. We saw Umar thought he saw a rock. We could tell that the dope man was there. He was giving the signal to the dope man. You know what I'm saying? He got some dusty shit going on. But did y'all see the situation where he was going to be in this movie, and the lady's movie, her name is Mary Lorient, I believe, but she does have a channel and she's taking the stuff down now. But Umar acted a goddamn fool in her movie, was trying to basically push up on the young women. He had a scene where he wanted to be in the bed with a white woman and he wanted her shirt off and her boobs up against her. He wanted to basically turn this woman's movie into soft porn. She didn't have shit like that in the script, but he wanted to change everything and like try to run them. And he was literally trying to bully this woman. This is where she found out that he had the he had the little bag with the animal parts in it and stuff like that, because this y'all want to talk about a warlock, even though he's a failed one. He's about that life. He's about that life, and it's ruining him. He is ruining it, right? That lady, Miss Mary, was pulling out so many goddamn receipts on this nigga that he paid her $68,000 to be quiet. He paid that woman $68,000 to be quiet. $68,000. So this is how, because what she was doing, and she said that she was going to actually put out the stuff that happened behind the scenes, the director's cuts and stuff like that. She was about to serve his ass up something real good. When he saw that she was about to put all the rest of that shit out, he said, hold him up, baby. Now, I'm pretty sure the $68,000 came from the money that he got from donors that were trying to help him pay the bills, because it's some people that still think this nigga gonna have a school. But I'm gonna tell you this, Umar. Since you had the $68,000 to pay Miss Mary back, give me my $400 that I donated it back in, what was that, 2012, 2013, when I thought you really was finna have a school, and I felt sorry for the little boys that you said was gonna get diagnosed with shit and was gonna get messed over, so you wanted a school for them. I want my money back too. Run me my coin. Okay? Because I did not donate to you for you to be doing crack and coke and doing bullshit. Run me my money too, Umar. I want my money. Okay? I want my money. Matter of fact, where's my old school vibers? Alikia here. Who started Struggle Streamer? I want you to release me back the rights to Struggle Streamer. You just took my little word because we was dragging your ass with it. You took my little word, and now you got everybody saying Struggle Streamer. I want Struggle Streamer back, and I want my $400, nigga. That's what I want back from your ass. Yes, okay. Yeah. What else we got to talk about? Oh, this one, y'all. Now, this is messy. This is messy. This is messy. Okay. This is really messy. This is messy. This is something that people have been hearing for years, but have never been able to prove. And I was talking to Tasha the other day. What's crazy about this is I sent this receipt to Tasha damn near 10 years ago. 10 years ago. I don't know if she ever got it, but I sent it to her 10 years ago, right? This was like right before I closed my salons down, right before I retired. I sent this to her. This is something that people have been talking about for years, but nobody had the receipt. But guess who got the receipt? Guess who got the receipt? I got the receipt. So let's talk about it. But before we talk about it, we have to shout out in this almost second hour that we are going into. We are an hour and 46 minutes in. We just got a few more things. We have to get into lanoshopping.com. This is a store that is very similar to Shein and other places like that, but their prices are competitive and the quality is good. And the owner is a Viber and someone that absolutely, Donna, ships to Canada. She messaged me while we were talking and she told me she does ship to Canada. So listen, get yourself over to lanoshopping.com. We'll be right back after this ad. And then we're going to get into this tea because I'm telling you, people have been trying to prove this shit for years and it's been speculation, but I have the actual receipt. Let's go. Now, girl, you know we don't gatekeep over here. Get yourself over to LanoShopping55.com right now. And I mean now. Look at this price point for this cute outfit. Have we not been looking for a shop that, number one, is owned by a Black woman, but number two, actually has cute and affordable clothing? Yes, look no further. Honey, I was so shocked when one of our Vibers showed us the website. I was like, yo, how come we don't know about this stuff? But look, I'm putting you on, check it out. And when I tell you there is not a piece on there that I would not rock or buy for someone else. And the prices are amazing. The fashions are right on point. And what I really love about her shop is how inclusive it is. And when I say that, this is what I mean. You know how like all the sexy clothes are usually for the skinny chicks? Not on Lano Shop, honey. On LanoShopping55.com, even the plus size baddies get good looking gear. And the price is still right. Make sure you guys head over there because listen, free shipping on orders over $50. And honey, you're gonna wanna spend more than $50. And you can actually get on the email list for an additional percentage off of your order. You cannot beat it. Baby, look at those jeans. I cannot wait to put these hips in those jeans. Head over there. Let me know what you guys think about it. LanoShopping55.com. There will be a link pinned in the comment section. All right, and we're back. Okay, so I told y'all that this is really messy. Okay, this is extremely messy. I will admit it. And I made a video about this couple in 2022. I'm pretty sure I still have the screenshot. And she jumped down in my comments section and responded. I don't know what it is, but I do have a way of making celebrities respond to me. And she absolutely came and basically was like, while y'all talking, me and my husband paid that money good. I got 7 figures in the bank. And, you know, she was talking her shit, right? And who are we talking about, y'all? We were talking about Kurt and Rasheeda. Oh, yes, Kurt and Rasheeda. Okay. Kurt around here looking like a uncircumcised penis with eyes. And Rasheeda is just as pretty as she could be. Now, why do I have this couple on this screen today? Because I just thought about how, like, you know, they're always trending for something stupid, like people booing because Rasheeda's going to perform and all this stuff. Kurt cheating and having babies and all this kind of stuff. And Rasheeda gets a hard time from people, right? A lot of people be going in like Rasheeda stupid, you know, Rasheeda got facts. Her husband's a girl. Shout out to my girl K. Michelle on that. But listen, and I have nothing against Rasheeda. I think Rasheeda is beautiful. I think she is very entrepreneurial, and I respect that. I respect that so much. Cause I ain't leaving Kurt. Baby. I think I understand Rasheeda, right? And I've honestly always understood her. I've understood why she has this thing where she can't, you know, leave Kirk. I can tell you why she's not leaving Kirk. Because Kirk has been grooming her since she was 15 years old. Now, I know we've heard this, but nobody has been able to prove this. Rasheeda has been lying about her age for years and years and years. Let me explain. A lot of times people come through and they're like, Kirk adopted Rasheeda. Kirk and Rasheeda will address it and say, oh, I didn't adopt her. That's a lie. That's what people say. That's what, and then they talk about her age. First of all, how old do y'all think Rasheeda is? Drop an age in the chat. Answer that for me. How old do you think Rasheeda is? Because a lot of people think that she's an age that she's not. Now, they're not too far off. Okay. Some people say 40, some people say 45, 55, 50, 45, 42. Okay. Okay. I see the age. Okay. I see the age. Okay. I see the age. But what is Google? Not y'all saying 70 and 32. Goddess Mimi girl. If you don't stop, girl. Callie Cooley said mid-menopausal. Baby, I can't wait for menopause in Jesus' name. Listen. Let's see what Wikipedia says her age is and what she says her age is, okay? Rasheeda. Let's see how old Rasheeda is. Okay. According to Wikipedia, I don't know if you guys can see that, but according to Wikipedia, she was born May 25th, 1976. That would make her, according to Wikipedia, 49 years old. Now, one would ask, why is she lying about her age? What is really happening here? Why is she lying about her age? Especially if it's only just a few years. Let's go back down memory lane. Rasheeda's mom gave Kurt, when Rasheeda was 15 years old, legal custody of Rasheeda. Now, they are saying that he was given legal custody because she left her home of Decatur, Illinois, to move to Decatur, Georgia. No, I'm sure they didn't move to Decatur, Georgia, but to move to Georgia with Kirk for her career. What mother would allow their daughter to go off with this dickhead, give him legal custody? You don't know this nigga, okay? You don't know this nigga, right? And they end up getting married and dating at what is supposed to be her being 18 or 19. They were dating for a few years before that. Nah, Rasheeda is not 49. Rasheeda is 47. Okay? She's 47 years old. She's been lying about those 2 years because Kurt does not want to be made to look like a groomer or, you know, a creep or something like that. In fact, this was common knowledge back when Kurt was popping a little bit, right? Let me get Kurt's exact age for you guys. Let's get Kirk Frost's age. Okay. Kirk is 56. Okay. Dickhead is 56. Let's talk about it though. So again, are you with me? The mom gave him legal custody of her daughter when she was 15, allegedly so that she can move to Decatur move from Decatur, Illinois to Georgia. That's where she's from. Decatur, Illinois is a small little country ass town in Illinois, right? Here's how I found her real age. I'm not going to tell you how I found it, but here's what I will tell you is that I found it, right? And so let me get this out of the way and let me get this in the way. This is a newspaper clipping from 1988. All right. And I'll make this a little bit bigger. As you can see, that's Rasheeda. Her maiden name is Buckner. You see, it says Rasheeda Buckner right there. And there she is. Cute little girl. Right. The newspaper is, I was trying to make the newspaper smaller, not me. From 1988. I forgot the actual date of the paper. Let me see if it's up here. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to read this. In 1988, it says Rasheeda, an 11-year-old sixth grader, stayed in the B and placed third. Now Rasheeda, along with second place finisher Diana Wood and champion Natalie Zinn, will advance to the Macon County Spelling Bee on March 16th. Okay? So in 1988, Rasheeda was 11 in 1988. This is her in the newspaper. Like I said, I will find you if I have to. I will pull up your 5th grade report card. So how was she 11 in 1988, but 49 in 2025? Can somebody help me out with that? That is not possible. But more importantly, why are we lying? Why are we lying? We're lying because our husband started dating us when we were a minor, and our mother allowed our now husband to be the legal custodian of his girlfriend, essentially, as a minor. Yeah. So like I said, everybody has always talked about this. Everybody's always like, Kurt is a groomer and all this kind of stuff. And yeah. I'm just asking. So again, it's not by that much, but she lied about those few years, y'all, simply because it would tell their secret. It would tell their secret. So essentially, Kurt has groomed this into this woman. This is like her dad. You know, this is and like dudes, I can't remember. Taz was telling me years ago, somebody was making music about him and dissing him for grooming Rasheeda specifically. They were like, this was well known in his heyday because he did have a heyday. Her birthday is in May, and this is the paper is dated, I believe, sometime in January or February, because the actual spelling bee they say is dated from March. But I'll find the actual date. Let me see if there's any dates on this, because I just clipped this part out. This is the full article about what was going on at the school. So yeah. But there's Rasheeda Buckner. There she is. 11-year-old Rasheeda Buckner. Yep. So, yeah. If you want to know why Rasheeda got bags, because Rasheeda been dealing with this dick face since she was a baby. And I don't even mean that. And I'm not trolling. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm dead ass serious. That's what she's been dealing. That's what she's been dealing with. Okay. Kit Kat said, wow, I never heard it broke down like that. You really do your research, and that's why she would never leave. She would never leave. Like, it's sad. It's really sad when you really think about it. It is so freaking sad. Okay. Flo said an ancient receipt. Girl, ain't it ancient? But I'm telling you what was so crazy is just even think in terms of like manifestation and knowing your life path. I did not know Tasha had not even created a YouTube channel or nothing. You know what I'm saying? This was when I sent her this receipt. It was before, I believe it was before Tasha even started doing live streams. I think this was before YouTube had the live function, and I sent this to her way back then. And I don't know if she ever got it. But what again? I think I'm gonna find the email, because y'all know I don't delete emails. No, baby, I rarely will I delete an email. Okay, but it's crazy. Ironically, that I actually do research for her now. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that crazy? But anyway, that's a mess. But speaking of mess, and since we are in Atlanta, we might as well just stay in Atlanta, right? With the mess. Let me recenter myself again. So let me make sure we have gotten everybody. Let me sure. Did we do everybody that I wanted to talk about? Okay. Yes. Okay, so there is one more topic that we have. So, and Momma Dee. Hey girl. Now y'all know Momma Dee be on her Momma Dee mess, and she was out here talking about people basically being in her business and having like the wrong idea and not not knowing what they talking about. And I don't think she wants to be judged. I don't think she wants to be judged, right? But she did a video, and we're going to listen to the little video and see what she had to say. But oh, wait a minute, it's one more person after her. I got another one more thing after her. But I'm gonna go ahead and go over to the next screen. I should have changed it before.
Did you have any objections?
Gotta get Craighead attorney off of there and get Momma Dee in. All right, here we go.
Hi, good afternoon. Get into my comments. Come on, y'all join. Y'all
We
join
here,
Momma
baby.
Dee live.
We here, baby.
Stomach. Come on.
You hear her stomach growling.
Come on into my live. Come on, y'all. I've had too much to say. Whew.
In the live.
Jesus, come on.
Come on.
Come on, y'all. I've had
We
lots
here,
of shit
baby.
to say. Come on to my live. Y'all get on in. Get on
Baby,
in
we
like
here.
Finn.
We
Get on
here,
in.
baby.
I'm going to give you like, what, 20 more seconds? Give you 20 more seconds to hop in.
Okay.
Yeah, because you had too much to say.
Ooh.
Then you walked and got away. Now here I am, dear.
Uh-huh.
Get on in. Get on in. Get on in. I mean get on in, too. Get on in. Thank you for jumping on. Y'all jumped on a lot of other mess. Let's go. Let's go.
We waiting for you, girl.
I got Greg over here. He gonna let me know because I ain't got my reading glasses, so I can't see the number.
Baby, I understand. Granny to
Okay,
granny.
come on.
Granny to granny.
I'm gonna wait till I get 600. Some people getting down. Okay. Y'all ready? Okay, 571. Get 600. I'm coming. Excuse me. It went down. Let me start.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So let's address when me and my son Scrappy did was it a YouTube something with Nick Cannon? And so we were talking, we were asked, not that I need to explain myself, okay? We were asked, and I need for y'all to hear this, because I ain't going to say it but one time, seriously. I'm a very good person. We were asked about our past and the days that I was hustling and pimping and selling drugs. Scrappy, what did you experience? Blah, blah, blah. We were thinking we were being honest because, you know, some people don't like to talk about their past. And that's fine. That's neither here nor there, to each his own, blah, blah, blah. So we proceeded to tell about his 14th, but I really think it was his 15th birthday, y'all. But I'm not going to go against the grain, so we'll go with 14. We'll ride it. But I'm really seriously, it was his 15th. Anywho, because I remember where we were living on Section A. I remember some stuff. So, yeah. So, you know, kids tend to think they know every fucking thing. They know stuff before they were born. And you trying to tell them something, right? As parents, no, it didn't. Boy, girl, you don't even know. You were 5 years old, so stop talking. You know how kids do us like that? Mm-hmm. Correct.
Yep.
Okay, so I believe it was 15, but I'm going to ride with Scrappy. I'm going to go with the 14. Mm-hmm. So, anywho, you know I was pimping. I started out with 2 girls. I ended up 15. I moved keys, cocaine through Atlanta like a motherfucker. I was under the radar because I was a female. And I didn't dress with gold in my mouth and all that stuff. I didn't do it like that. But pimping, you know, when you are pimping, the men version is by choice, not by force, right? That's true. I end up in a head-on collision in 1996. I could not provide for my kids. I wasn't going to tell my kids that they couldn't eat, or I couldn't be no Christmas up on the tree, or they can't have no school clothes. No, I went out there and I did it, okay? Look at these bitches now. They want to sit and marry or boyfriend NFL, NBA players or rappers and then turn on them after they get pregnant, and now it's a whole situation, okay? So things have changed. The things that happened in the 90s, what happened, what me and Scrappy were explaining, happened in the 90s. Tupac and Biggie was alive. So the people that came for me, well, her son said she was traumatized. Scrappy used the wrong word. Scrappy don't know what traumatized. Ask him to define the difference. I dare you to ask him. He don't need no definition. Hell, how many of us were traumatized when we got our ass whooped by a belt by our parents? Am I clear? Was you traumatized when they held one arm and swooped your ass with that belt? Shit, I'm traumatized. I'm still traumatized. But hell, guess what? Life moves on. Life goes on. And for people that are trying to be critical, that did not give me 5 cents for my kids, never stayed up at night and took them to the emergency room. How dare you? How dare you say anything about Momma Dee and my son? I have a daughter, you know, as well. He has a sister, just so you know. She's been on TV with me several times, but she's very quiet. And I'm going to keep her quiet because I'm still trying to keep her from the bullying, okay? Because that one right there don't bother nobody. So just so you know, I'm up in my bed, as you can see, the bedpost. Okay, I'm up in my bed, in my room, and I'm recovering from hip surgery.
Okay.
I'm going to show you, I can't even walk. I can't even walk. Can you see it, Greg? I'm showing it. I can't even walk. Okay? So for those that think they can handle me, you can't. You can wear a size 8 or 8.5, but you will never walk in my shoe. And just so you know, there's a lot of women that are my age and younger Y'all done went, when y'all was dating boys and before y'all got y'all kids, y'all gave them men hell. Y'all done jump fences. Y'all done did all kind of shit. Them flashed some tires when them niggas didn't let you in. Y'all done did a lot of shit. So when you get ready to talk about Momma Dee, remember your past. Remember the shit you did back in your days. Do you understand me? Don't come for me, baby. Because them was in the 90s. I am 60 freaking 2 years old. And I can tell you some things. I can tell you a lot of things. So when you get ready to talk about me, and so it started with Erica Mena. The bitch that thinks she's better than black girls. That called Spice a name and made animal sounds with it. It's the one that led this war against me. I've never said anything about Erica. I've never, even she was friends with my ex-daughter-in-law, Bambi. I never, ever spoke an unkind word. I never got in her safari business. I never said shit. I never said nothing. But for her to jump at me at my weakest point in my life and try to come for me, that red, blinded, man-grabbing, using bitch. I said it. Bitch, you can never, Erica, roll around with me, bitch. Okay? You will run out of fucking air, bitch. Fucking around with Momma Dee. You uneducated, unorthodox, pipe weighing, dick sucking, running around, bitch. How dare you, when it was you, as I recall, Erica, that put a ladder, and I will post it, over Safari's gate. Yeah. Climbing, scaling the wall with a nigga because he wouldn't open the door for her. And he had another bitch in there. So what? But you gonna come at Momma Dee and tell me I'm showing my son prostitutes? Let me tell y'all something. I put my son on the football field. I made that nigga bump heads, okay? So I taught him how to be a boy. So you got some women, oh, I don't want my son on the football field. Oh, he gonna get hurt. And then when you start wearing a skirt, then you wonder why. Oh, he's crying. I'm going to get him off the field. He doesn't want to play baseball anymore. Girl, if y'all don't rough them little boys up, because they our new America. They're our future. Teach them in the way they should go. They're not little girls. They're little boys. So Scrappy said, he was like, I said, Scrappy, what you mean by traumatized? He said, Ma, I just believe you would bring dancers in my I say 15, but you gonna stick with his 14, into my birthday party. Yeah, because I teached him how to be a boy. A boy. I wanted a boy. Okay? I have a shout out to my LGBTQ plus family. My grandson is gay. I love him dearly. But that's his life. And he know he's loved. We support him. And we guide him straight. Don't mess with all these young men. You don't know what they got. We do that. And we tell them, now go out into the world. So we tell them. We teach them. That's how we do. We don't put them down. So let's end this live, because I'm not going to come on anymore because I got to take my pain medication. So, and when I do learn how to walk again, okay? When I do, I'm going to be healed. You thought I was healed. I'm going to be healed. And then the ones that think they can drag me or talk about it, because nobody's way is easy. We're born into a situation that is not our own. And we're let go into a world that don't love us. And so for you, I love you. Be kind to people and they will be kind to you. Stop judging. Stop off of an interview and grabbing stuff. Say, I should be off the show. No, we haven't put it on TV. I haven't put anything on TV. Not one thing. Nothing, none of that did I put on TV. That was a what kind of show, Greg? What? Who? It was a podcast. So stop saying she put it on TV. I did not put it on TV. Learn what a podcast is. Then come back and talk to Momma Dee. But for those that have some type of sense, thank you for watching Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. Know that me and my family are strong. We are a strong family. We love each other. I love my 2 kids. I love all my 7 grandkids. They can have anything I got. I love you all. And I'm getting ready to sign out. I love you. Stay strong. Keep it real. Say what you got to say and mean what you say. Love you.
Okay. I want everybody to take a moment. I want everybody to breathe. Okay. There's a lot to unpack here. The one thing that I do want to say and be clear about is Erica Mena, baby, do not let this woman heal and be nowhere in her vicinity because Momma Dee is going to whoop your ass. Okay, Erica? Stay your little yellow ass somewhere clear of Momma Dee. Now, I don't know what you done, but whatever you done, sounds like you talked about her past and her life and she don't like it. Well, I would stay your little yellow ass out her way. Listen. First of all, on top of everything did I say Mammy D? Of course I said Mammy D, okay? Because she was talking some mammy shit, okay? Mammy D, yes, she was today she was climbing a mountain, okay? She was climbing a mountain. Mammy D, okay? So what do we do for mammies? This is what we do for mammies, okay? We'll be right back.
I'm climbing up Mammy Mountain where I can save him. I'm climbing up Mammy Mountain so he can cheat on me. I don't mind if he calls me trash. He can even beat me. I'm climbing Mammy Mountain, Mammy Mountain. I'm a big mammy. He can cheat on me. He can beat me. I'm sad.
All right. So she said a lot, right? So obviously she's triggered. Okay, but let's talk about it. When she said, look at these bitches now, and started talking about how we out here trying to get football players and people with money, and then we get pregnant and we give them hell. Talking about, how women are sometimes vandalizing niggas' cars and all this here type of shit. And she, glossed over the fact that she got her son dancers as a child because she wanted him to be a man, and she took her boy to the football field because she wanted him to be a boy. Well, baby, Stefan Diggs' mamas wanted him to be a boy too. He was on the football field so much that he's a professional football player, but it didn't stop him from sucking dick. It didn't stop him from climbing the Hershey Highway. It did not stop him from hacking the fudge and getting his fudge packed. He still wants some booty. He still will suck a dick, even though he plays football. Let me help you with something. Morals and character and all this kind of stuff. Those are the important things and principles that you put into your male children, baby. The football is not going to stop them from sucking dick or make them a man. Or your son would not be out here impregnating multiple women, getting random bitches that he's screwing with threesomes and stuff pregnant and doing all of this bullshit. Girl, what is you talking about? Now I'm with you when you right, Momma Dee, but you're wrong and you are climbing Mammy Mountain. Okay? You sitting up here talking about the shit that other bitch. Look, I ain't. Look. You projecting Muffin. Okay. All of us wasn't doing all this old bullshit that you claim we was doing. And for you to sit up here and shame women who want to be wives over pimps to take care of their children, are you serious? Like, are you fucking cool? Mammy D. Mammy, are you cool? You sat up here and shamed women who obviously you view as getting providers or getting to the bag in their man, which there's nothing wrong. What are you supposed to do? Look for a man without a bag? You know, to each his own, but like, why are you shaming that? Just because you could not get someone to provide for you in the traditional sense, and you couldn't be an honest woman, and you took to pimping, exploiting other women with your son present, does not mean you get to drag women who did. Now, I'm not on Erica Mena's side because I don't like her. I hope she gains some weight and she's not sick and she gets her life together and her OnlyFans career takes off. But I don't like the hoe. Okay? But I also don't like the fact that you're sitting up here on some self-righteous shit over some bullshit. Okay? It's something about you old hoes that where y'all want to lack accountability, and y'all have this thing where you believe because you're older that you're wiser. Just because you're older does not mean that you're wiser. It could mean that you've been a fucking idiot for a long time. Okay? Um, it being in the 90s, baby, don't mean nothing. Okay, that don't mean nothing. You left your edges and your morals in the 90s. So, you know, we're not stressing over the thing. We just not, we're not doing that. But like, it was giving, she's mad at people who did it the right way. You look, get it how you get it. I'm not going to judge a person because everybody isn't afforded the same opportunities. Some people have to come up on the rough side of the mountain. But for those that didn't, Momma Dee, you're not better because you exploited women, sold drugs in your community, and did and participated in illegal shit and made your son into a crazed, misogynistic sex addict before it was time. Because that's what you did. And you don't want to be accountable for that. Like, I ain't got no problem with Scrappy, but like, if you really think about it, he ain't shit. And why he ain't shit? Shout out to the 5 heartbeats because you ain't shit. Now, anyway, that's my time, y'all. We've been up here for about 2 hours and 22 minutes and 59 seconds. I need to give my baby girl some relief because my granddaughter is vexing the shit out of her right now. I hope you have enjoyed this show. I will be back a little bit later on. Do not forget to subscribe to my other channels. Do not forget to shop at LandosShopping55.com. And yes, again, they do ship everywhere, including Canada. I love y'all so very, very much. And I'll see y'all later. Did y'all enjoy yourselves? Drop me some blue hearts if you did, okay? See y'all later. Bye-bye.